I'm Joe Rottman, and I'm an Associate Professor of Information Systems and the Director of the International Business Program here at UMSL. But maybe more importantly for all of you today, I have 2 degrees from UMSL. And so I have an undergraduate in Management and Organizational Behavior, and then a Master's of Science in Information Systems, both from the College of Business at UMSL. So I was in the exact same place you are. In the interest of full disclosure, my PhD is from Washington University. So 2 out of 3 of my degrees are from UMSL. The title of this little welcome, and I only have you for about 6 or 8 minutes, and then I'll get out of the way and let you explore this university. But the title of my welcome is I Chose UMSL. Now, hopefully you've seen the billboards, or you've heard the ads. As you can probably tell why, they didn't choose me for a billboard, but I do have the honor to share my story with you in person. And so let me back up just a little bit to tell you a little bit about me. As this is St. Louis, I went to St. Mary's High School, and then I got an associate's degree from St. Louis Community College at Merrimack. And then I went to the University of Dayton in Ohio, which is a small private Catholic school. And then my father passed away, and my family could not afford for me to go away to school. So 22 years ago, I chose UMSL. And I continue to choose it today. I'm a tenured faculty member, but I choose to stay here and to teach and to work. And I think that hopefully in the next few minutes you'll see why I chose UMSL, and it was a good decision then, and why I choose it now. 22 years ago, I don't think if I can put myself back in that position, I don't think I chose UMSL because I knew how great of a university it was. And it really was a great university 22 years ago, and it's an even better university now. In your packets are some things called points of pride, which I think are a great list. And you don't have to get them out now, but I just wanted to highlight some of those to kind of set the stage for why I chose UMSL. If you look at that, you see lots of really great things about UMSL. 5 of our programs are ranked in the top 20 nationally. For example, our criminology and criminal justice is ranked 2nd in the country. My department is international business, and we've been in the top 20 for U.S. News and World Report for 10 consecutive years. Our education program is ranked 1st in the state in the number of certificates that we have. Our nursing program, our optometry, all of our programs are really, really great, solid programs. Now, I probably didn't know that 22 years ago when I transferred here, just like you guys are transferring here, but I think it's important to remember that this university is a really fantastic university. Now, I'm in the College of Business, and the College of Business is accredited by what's called the AACSB. And it doesn't matter really what the AACSB means, but what the accreditation is, only 10% of the colleges of business in the country have that accreditation. So that's pretty good on its own. Within our College of Business, our accounting program is also accredited by AACSB. Only 10% of the accounting programs within 10% of the colleges of business have those dual accreditations. And the College of Business is not unique in the level of accreditations it has. Now, if you're like me, or like I was 22 years ago, and on this campus I've been an undergraduate student, a graduate student, I was a work-study student, I was a student worker, I was on the staff side for many years, and then on the faculty side, I've been an instructor, an assistant professor, an associate professor, and now I'm an administrator. So I've seen this university from just about every angle that you could look at it. And I still kind of think of UMSL the same way that St. Louisans think of the Arch. Now, we have something very much in common with the Arch, is that UMSL is 50 years old, and the Arch is 50 years old. One of the neat things that I get to do as the director of the International Business Program is I get to entertain guests from all over the world. And if you're in St. Louis and you have a guest from out of town, where do you take them? You take them to the Arch, right? And so that's what I do. And a couple of months ago, I had guests from Seinäjoki, Finland. And so I took them to the Arch, and we sat in that little elevator as it went up, and I am always thinking, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. We get to the top, and my guests from Finland walk over to the middle of the windows, and they put their hands on it, and they look out like this, and they go, wow. And they go over to the other side, and they look at Illinois. And then they come back, and they look at St. Louis. And they're just amazed that this thing exists in St. Louis. And then they looked at me, and Ville-Pekka, one of the guys from Finland, said, Joe, this is one of the most incredible things I've ever seen. You must come up here all the time. No, we don't, do we? We take the Arch for granted. We sort of think that because the Arch is local, that it's not world class. And I kind of thought about that way about UMSL too. It's always been here, it's local, but it's world class. And so that's hopefully one of the messages when you look at the points of pride that you'll see. One of the reasons that I choose to stay here at UMSL is because of my colleagues and the faculty that you're going to have as your teachers. This is a research university, and that means a lot. What it means for you guys is that your faculty that you're going to have in your classroom are not just teachers. We're researchers too. Now, my research area is on the global delivery of IT services. So all the IT jobs that are spread all over the world, companies have a real challenge on how to manage that. And in my research, I've been lucky enough to go to India. I just returned from my 4th trip to China. I've been to Japan, to Korea, throughout Europe. And I interview the companies that are making this global delivery model work. And I haven't counted in a while, but I've done probably between 600 and 700 interviews over the last 10 years. I then take that research and I put it into the classroom. And so there's a little bit different model in the kind of lectures and experience that you can expect in the classroom. Now, maybe the number one reason why I continue to choose UMSL is in this room, and it's all of you. UMSL is very, very good at attracting and then retaining really, really great students. And so the classmates that you're going to meet through the next few months and years that you're here, I don't like to say this as a faculty member, but I think you're going to learn more from your fellow students than you do from us. Right? They're really, really great students. And here's a good example of how strong our student population is. We had a student last year take the CPA exam. They wanted to be an accountant. Out of the tens of thousands of students that took the CPA at the same time as the UMSL student, she scored in the top 10. Not the top 10%, the top 10. And an UMSL student has received that award 3 separate times. So the classmates that you're going to have, like you guys, are unbelievably strong, and they chose UMSL just like you did. So hopefully that gives you an idea of my journey here. I'm in the College of Business. My office is right across the bridge in the business building. If any of you are business students and you have questions about your courses or faculty, I've been here a long time. I know most of the ropes. If you're in nursing or optometry, I wouldn't be able to help you much with those kinds of things, but I'm a transfer student to UMSL just like you guys. So thank you for letting me kick off this very important day with you. And now I'll get out of the way, turn it back to Megan, who will explain how the day will go. And welcome, and I look forward to seeing some of you in my classes. Thanks.